because next person delayed. But like I said, the idea of our whole vision is we're giving back to our holders. So all the fees, all everything goes back to our actual token holders. So as we bring in more volume, more projects, more real life utilities, that's when things will start moving. And then that's really when we're going to start tapping into getting the masses from the outside into crypto. So I'm super excited. We just launched about 3 weeks ago. This is actually one of our first ever summits. Honestly, really blessed to be here. I want to thank WBS, and yeah, so hopefully see you guys at the next one.
All right, Zaydun, thank you very much, the CEO of Sphinx Swap. I thought it was Phoenix for some reason. And good luck on the launch in 4 weeks.
We launched 3 weeks ago.
Oh, they've launched 3 weeks ago. Well, best of luck anyways. Make sure to check it out. All right, moving on from crypto, from NFT. I mean, Zaydun, he covered a lot of different aspects. So right now we're gonna take it,
Thank you very much.
To a whole nother sphere, like maybe learning, maybe motivation, some light topics. And I'm here to invite the CEO and co-founder of Stadium, the man himself. Please give it up for Igor Dyachenko.
Very much, first of all, to organizers and sponsors of this beautiful event. It is incredible to participate as the speaker and as the company which is disrupting education. So let me just start with a little quick video intro. Through physical activities, and that led to help me to become celebrity coach. In the last 13 years we have please excuse me, let me just read this because I'm not accustomed to speaking in front of the larger audience. In the last 13 years, I have conducted research to help children with autism to learn better physical training. About 4.5 years ago, I found a need for the scalability of our operation to yeah, it's not working. Thank you. Yeah, about 4.5 years ago, we found a need for scalability, and my team and I couldn't find the learning management system to teach our multifaceted programs, so we decided to create our own. All you know what Bitcoin is, proof of work and mining. Please raise your hand if you know these terms. Thank you. So Stadium is creating something really special, the proof of knowledge. That's when you learn and earn. So let me start with the explanation what the Stadium is. It is the next generation learning experience platform combining artificial intelligence, facial recognition, 3D avatars, that's volumetric stereoscopical content with NFT rewards, all on a blockchain. So most modern learning platforms fail to engage students, providing inadequate motivation. those categories fall under health and wellness training, continuing education and certification, professional and military training. Our solution, Stadium, provides a tailored learning solution that integrates students through 1. Advanced information architecture. So that's pretty much the technology where we take really complex pieces of information, we pack them in a smaller learning micro lessons in order for the students to learn it much easier and more with more efficiency. Number 2, highest quality 3D volumetric content with stunning UI, UX designed by Fantasy.co. So these are our partners who are creating the most exciting UI, UX in every industry in the world. Guided advanced artificial intelligence. So we connect advanced information architecture to AI in a very specific way where we can create these micro lessons in a train which has these cars, and artificial intelligence can swap it for the most personalized training and learning experience ever. Number 4, global reward system with stunning NFTs. So the backend blockchain solution is going to be built by MVP Workshop. So that's the top leading European company, studio, which has built Polygon, Matic, and Celsius Network, multi-billion-dollar companies. Why now? Millennials and Generation Z are craving the next big thing in 3D content. 1, COVID has skyrocketed the demand online learning. 2, 3D content creates connectivity and escapism. 3, 60 billion messages are exchanged each day. 4, blockchain NFT market adoption, and that's what we're looking to facilitate and to be as that bridge from blockchain and cryptocurrency solution company to bring it to the masses with the help of our lead partner Fantasy, which is a market-leading product innovation and design team. Fantasy is collaborating with Stadium to develop the new generation app, sports app, and the learning experience platform. So market size, we're basically creating a new market, which includes $1.3 billion NFT market, 3.6 billion fitness apps market, 209 billion e-learning, 123 billion military and police training market. So you have total 330 billion possibility in this new industry. Whenever you have a minute, take a snapshot so you can get in contact with us. We're looking for lead investors, partners, endorsers, ambassadors, and so far we have raised over $2 million, and this whole system has built with the thought of the UAE ecosystem, and we would like to bring this new innovative technology to the region in order to help people and future generations to learn more effective and in a more exciting way. Thank you very much for your time. If you have any questions, please ask.
All right, CEO and co-founder of Stadium, Igor. I'm confused. Is it Igor or Igor? You told me it's Igor, but it's Igor on your Instagram.
Like you don't say color, you say color. So
color.
You don't say Igor, Igor.
Makes sense. Thank you for clarifying. So it's an opportunity to learn, an opportunity to get fit, and it's an investment opportunity. You can also make money. All right, so moving on from the future of learning into fundraising and marketing. And here to introduce the team behind Coin Liquidity Solutions, please give it up for Vinor and Andre. You're not going on?
I think everyone, yeah, can you hear me? Great. So I think everyone in this room, and especially projects, come across the following questions. Where to take investments from? How to increase community members organically? How to outstand from more than 10,000 projects on CoinGecko? And what options actually you have to attract the real traders? So my name is Vinor. I'm CMO at Coin Liquidity Solutions. And today we're going to speak about two main aspects of the crypto service business. These aspects are fundraising and marketing, and market making and liquidity management. But before we move forward, let us say some words about who we are. So Coin Liquidity Solutions has been on the market almost for 4 years. We have more than 90 existing clients. We've conducted 20 fundraising campaigns, and we are operating on more than 200 exchanges. So let's start with the very first step of the project birth period. And initially, after the idea is set up and we're trying to build our MVPs, we are definitely looking for the funds to raise. And in our company, we have 4 stages before we try to pitch to our investors the project. So at the beginning, at the very first stage, we conduct the due diligence. So this is the stage where we take all information about the project, try to outline the unique value proposition, their target audience, their picture of a customer, and we're also sharpening their documentation and especially the white paper and the website. After that, we go to the next stage where we try to build the financial documentation. So by financial documentation, I mean the tokenomics. Alongside the tokenomics, there's a pitch deck. I think if the investors are here, they will prove that the pitch deck is the main investing document. And in the pitch deck, every investor should find the answer to the question where the money is. After we built all this stuff, we are going to the next step, which is the analytics, and it's mostly based on your website, as we try to figure out and test different types of hypotheses and build A/B testing to just understand for us what is the best call to action, what are the best pictures, and what is and how the information best should be structured for the future consumers and investors. And the final stage is most crucial one. Before we just making any offer to our investors, we target them in the social media, so they should build the FOMO, and after we present the product, they have already some understanding. They have seen you before in some place, and we get from them a feedback just to understand what main weaknesses are that we missed, and overall, after that, we are ready for the pitching. So let's imagine we've collected our investments, and we are ready to build our product and work on the beta version, alpha version, and whatever it might be. But again, here arises another question: from where to take the consumers and the customers? And the only answer to this question is definitely the marketing. In our marketing strategy, we have 4 main weapons that we're using. The first one is social media, second, advertising, then it comes for the PR, and finally, the influencers. But before we dive into details with each of these aspects, let us clarify the key mistakes that every project should avoid at the very beginning. If you're trying to use some company whom you want to make your marketing, be very careful in choosing them. Because if you see such an offer, when somebody offering you the exact amount of members, followers, customers within a short amount of time, so be aware that it's 100% these numbers will be generated artificially. So as I promised, let's go and dive into the social media channels. So 2 biggest social media channels are Twitter and Telegram. So let's start with the Twitter. As you can see, this is the example of an arbitrary company in the Telegram, and we see that they have 12,000 members. That sounds quite impressive. But take a look at the second number. The number is 800 online. So here is the clear math that everyone should understand. In case if the members in the Telegram community are really organic, they have at least 18-20% of the online users. Definitely they could build artificially, but on the long-term perspective, they will be much lower. So yeah, be careful with it. Let's go second to the Twitter. Again, when you browse the web page and you see that 30,000 followers this Twitter page has, you think that it might be quite impressive. But when you scroll down, you see the 1 like, 6 likes, and the level of engagement is definitely generated artificially, because any project that has 30,000 followers cannot have such low level of engagement. So advertising. This is the example of one of our clients. They made advertising by themselves. So you can see that they spent 6.8 thousand euros, and the number of clicks was 2,000. So as it will be much easier for us to speak in dollars, let's break down these clicks into dollars. So the cost per click is $3.5. So that's a huge number. So this is only the click. This is not even your lead or your customer. And let's get down to the PR. PR may be used in 2 cases. First, if you're trying to build awareness and brand building, and you really want to attract the users, in this case, you're choosing the big companies, such as Cointelegraph and CoinDesk. They're quite costly, but believe me, they're worth it. Otherwise, if you want to work on the Google indexation and SEO, in this case, you can use it, as we call, Tier 2 and Tier 3 publishers, such as Forbes, Benzinga, Investing.com, and so on and so forth. And the final part are the influencers. Again, you can see here quite a big number of subscribers, 95K, but if we take a look at the number of views and the number of likes, we can definitely understand the situation is the same as it was in the previous channels. So again, be very careful. By the way, also stay patient, that by the end of the presentation, you will have a small gift from us. This is a professional tailored solution for the project that might be interested in. So generally who we are. Originally, Coin Liquidity Solution is acting like a bridge. So what we do, at first sight, we take your community members and convert them into your traders, because the cryptocurrency market consists of the community, as they're using the utility of the token, and the trading part, as they're trading in on the exchanges. And the process of how we're making it will describe in more details my colleague, Andrei, so please welcome Andrei.
Thank you, Vinor. Unfortunately, I have a little bit less time, so I'll try to wrap it up very quick. So every project reaches a certain level of their development where they have a question, how do we proceed further? And after you build all that foundation, the next logical step would be to go on to trading side. So when you have a token, essentially my department is in charge of 2 parts. We give help to projects to choose the best suitable exchange for them, and then we use market-making services to create favorable trading conditions and attract more traders. Now, if you obviously have a professional, and if you can get a professional advice in terms of the exchanges, you can ask them, and that's the best thing that you can do. But if you want to do some research on your own, you can use the following metrics to eliminate a lot of bad exchanges. And the first metric is API keys. Now, why it is important? It is important because this is the language that the software communicates with the exchange. And if it's in a bad condition, then you won't be able to have a good software communication, and your trading will be bad. The second metric and the third one, they're tied in together. This is wash trading, which is very popular, unfortunately, in crypto industry, and the relation of the volume to main pairs and altcoins. Example, if you have 1 billion volume on one exchange and 95% of that volume comes on BTC, ETH, then who trades altcoins, right? Why would you list your coin there? 0 fees, pretty simple. If you have 0 fees on the exchange, then you can run market making at no additional cost. If you do not have 0 fees, make sure you have an extra budget. The last but not least is SimilarWeb, which is tied up to geography. You can use these websites to check which is the actual geography and how many visitors each exchange has. Now let's get to the part 2 because I have only 1 minute and I hope you understand me. So the second part is actually the market making, how we attract new traders. Obviously when the coin just gets on the exchange, they barely have any trading and they need to support that, they need to showcase that. Now this is an example where the coin or a token got onto the exchange, they had 0 volume and suddenly it jumped to 40,000, almost 50,000. This shows us that they have 0 traders, real organic traders, and they most likely turned on the volume bot, which looks quite fake. And this is a bad case example. Now this is how it will look on CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap, and it's very unattractive, right? Let's compare this example to this. This is a very great example, and this looks way more attractive. So if you stumble at this kind of project, you'd rather invest here than there. Now, quickly, 2 more examples that we had. XRT project, a great project, we worked with them. They had an initial setup of a small exchange, low liquidity and low trading activity. So what we did for them, we created favorable trading conditions and we achieved a great result of a top tier exchange as Huobi. We moved them from Stacks to Huobi. And liquidity increased by 20 times, including their trading activity. And the last case that I want to showcase here is the student coin. Maybe some of you already met them. It will be just 30 seconds. Maybe you met them because they're around in conferences. So they had actually many exchanges. And the problem was that we had to identify the main markets so that we focus on them and put most effort there. And we achieved the volume growth on peak days up to $10 million. Now they have 2 main markets, which are KuCoin and Bittrex. And the price growth was quite good. X 25%, you can check it out. And as my colleague Vinor promised, we have a little treat for you. So if you scan the QR code, you fill in the information, and we will give you a free analytics advice based on your project or whichever project you want to have. Thank you very much.
Thank you. You can. Thank you, Vinor and Andre from Coin Liquidity Solutions. Guys, don't forget, we have 2 more speakers up on stage at the World Blockchain Summit before we start and initiate the Startup World Cup. It's going to be huge. Very exciting. I'm looking forward to it. And you know, I was just scrolling through my Instagram and I came across something very interesting. Apparently, Vladimir Putin has made a statement backing up crypto. He said in an interview with CNBC, cryptocurrency has the right to exist and can be used as a means of payment. So this is huge. No wonder why the market is all green, just all of a sudden. Anyway, so talking about connecting mainstream gaming with blockchain and NFTs, here is the co-founder and CEO of Rivamon. Please give a warm welcome to Jordan Yetri.
Test. So, hello everyone, I'm Jordan Yetri, so CEO and co-founder of Rivamon. We are here as a silver sponsor of the event, so I would like first to thank you, TrustCon, for all the organization, but as well, Sher Amat, Amin Belkacemi, sorry for the name, but this is the second time I'm here, so a bit practicing as well. So, let's get started with the Rivamon presentation. It's all about 3 keywords. First, metaverse, play to earn, and virtual reality. So, in this room, have you ever heard about these words? Please raise your hand, if yes. Yeah? Not so many people I can see. So, let me define with my own words what are these 3 keywords. So, play to earn is a concept where players can be rewarded with financial incentives. Virtual reality is a simulated and immersive world, and metaverse is a virtual world where players can connect together, socialize, and just discuss. So Rivamon stands for Revolution Monsters. So it's a collectible monster game on blockchain. We are a metaverse, so where players can connect, meet, socialize together, and play together. And it's a collectible monster game where players truly own what they collect. So thanks to blockchain technology. Basically, in Revamon, you can collect monsters, you can build your team, you can evolve your Revamon, so the little creatures you will see a bit later. It's a semi-open world, so you have several features such as PvP, player versus players, clans, where you can meet like players and build your own clans to progress in the game. You have also an in-game marketplace, and you have several quests in order to progress in the game. Here you can see a small evolution, level 1, stage 1 to 3. So now the question you can ask yourself is the following one. Is virtual reality a good market to enter? And the answer is yes. I will show you why with some metrics. Here you can see that starting from 2017, this market is booming, as the crypto are. We can see also that starting from last year, even more due to the COVID crisis. Why? Because people were alone and tried to connect each other with several other players. We can see also that the forecast shows that by, let's say, by 2024, we will hit 2.4 billion revenue generated in this VR industry. So several metrics that say that shows that the revenue and the number of users keep growing year after year. We can also see that 170 million users are worldwide using the VR devices. And also another metric I can give you is that from 2018 to 2022, we will see the demand for the Oculus Quest standalone devices multiplied by 16. So it also shows in some way that the market adoption about the VR industry is quite progressing well. And all these metrics convinced us to become and to strengthen our leader position in the collectible monster game industry based on virtual reality. So now let's see some metrics about Revamon. So it's an already live game published on SideQuest. SideQuest, as you can see the logo below, is one of our partners, a key partner, because they are a close collaboration with Oculus to create App Lab. It's an integrated marketplace in the device, the Oculus device. So today we have 20,000 downloads, a bit more than 65,000 views, and we have collected 300 reviews, giving us 4 stars on 5. Since March 2021, we gathered 15,000 holders on both blockchain, because our token is cross-chain. We have Binance Smart Chain and Ethereum blockchain. We raised $1.8 million with including 2 VC, so BSC Pad, that's the launch pad where we did our IDO for the token, and Helvetic Capital, it's an Australian company that is still advising us on the different progress of the project. And today we gather 25,000 members with the combination of Discord and Telegram. So how the idea of Revamon came? Basically, with 3 pillars. We needed to first provide something different on the current gaming industry. So a disruptive product. So first, we talk about the play to earn. So NFT, non-fungible token, and rewards in order to give incentives to players. So it's where the quotation come. This quote, come, your entertainment becomes a source of income. So basically, that's what we provide to our players. Second, the DAO, so decentralized autonomous organization, that push the community to become a community-driven model. so where the players can take some decisions about the game evolution. It's really important nowadays. And the third pillar is ownership. It's a world, a game, where players truly own what they collect. And you will see also this is key in the project development. So first, play to earn, NFT and rewards. Basically, you are a tamer in the Revamon world, and you can catch several creators, Revamon. Once you code a Revamon, you can turn it into an NFT. So you have here the design of our NFT cards, and each design has its own rarity. And that's how the players can trade them for a low or high price. That's also how the player in the game can buy an NFT and integrate the Revamon in its team in order to be more powerful. The DAO, so we aim to be a disruptive game where players are put in the center of the attention, so that's key. So we would like that players submit requests on what they want, and depending on the priorities of the demands of the, let's say, the majority of votes, we will prioritize and process the request. So we stay flexible, and this is where our token Revo has another utility. Each Revo equals 1 vote. The ownership, so what we have to keep in mind here is there are a lot of gamers spending huge amount of time to find, that rare sword or a really rare treasure in the game, or a legendary Revamon. So they have to be the unique owner of them. So the mon that they have caught need to belong to them. And giving them the chance to trade their item for real money, so it's creating value in addition to entertainment. You have the gamer that who wants to be relaxed on a game and also making some profits. So company revenue is generated through 2 sources at the moment. So selling NFT, booster packs, and collector NFTs, and also collecting fees on the marketplace with the trades and transfers by users. Here you can see some screenshots. You have the menu. You have here inventory with all the wearables because you can also trade the cosmetics. And here a screenshot on a player catching a Revamon. I'll be a bit quicker. Here you can see an influencer. A lot of YouTubers are recording themselves playing the game. So he has a goal. It's the fire starter in the Revamon world, and then the card in NFT. So several partnerships. I will be really brief here. Revamon is a registered company at Dubai, at DMCC authority. It's quite new, 2 months old. They partnered with CV Labs to empower the crypto industry and to make Dubai a crypto nation. Here, a quick overview of the team. And well, I will gladly invite you to our stand. We have still Oculus Quest at your disposal to test the game and to ask more questions if you have. Thank you.
All right, Jordan, co-founder and CEO of Revamon. Thank you very much for this presentation. One last speaker up on stage right here at the World Blockchain Summit. And of course, this is your last and final opportunity and last warning. I know I keep saying this over and over again, but if you want to be part of the ecosystem of the blockchain and the crypto space right here in Dubai, I know that a lot of people who are in this room and outside of this room have never been to Dubai before. This is their very first time. So if you're probably sitting to someone who you don't know what they do, where they're from, maybe this is an opportunity that you're about to explore, a partnership opportunity. So, shake hands, hand over your business card to the person right next to you. You still have about an hour or so to check out, the exhibitors that we have before, we end the show. We're almost there. One last speaker, then we're going to get into our Startup World Cup, our startup competition. And I'm yet to announce, I totally forgot about our Twitter competition, $1,000 worth of Bitcoin to be given away. But right now, the co-founder and COO of Vent Finance is here to tell you all about his technology and business architect experience. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to Lucas Matu.
Hello guys. Hey, thanks for having me. Yeah, super exciting to be here. Just waiting on some screens. Yep. Bit of presentation. Yeah. There's no video, guys. There we go. That's it. Much better. Awesome. So yeah, today we're here to talk about DeFi, and more specifically, we really want to try to understand what's going on in the space of launchpads and what it means to actually launch a project. So I'm not sure what's going on with the screens. You know, tech usually works until you get to the to the golden moment. Do you guys know what's going on? Or? There we go. I think I'm not going to touch it anymore. Seems to be working. So yeah, today we're here to talk about DeFi, and oh my God, DeFi. I think I'm just going to hold this here. Is it this? Come on. Come on, Gordon. Yes. Should we kind of maybe clap for this? I don't know. Like, what are we waiting for? Yes, it's working. So yeah, I'm just going to stay here just in case. But today we're really here to talk about DeFi and understand kind of what's the impact that we're having in the Launchpad system. Okay, we're going on to fallback. Okay, so today I really want to break down, there we go, into two ecosystems, more specifically Polygon and Cardano. We're not going to be specifically talking about these. We're going to talk about our experience in the space and what we really think we can bring to projects out there that are creating. The context of the market is clear. There's so much TLV locked into DeFi, that needs no introduction. And the tendency is, huge. The tendency towards decentralization exists. It's undeniable, and we have to live with it, right? What we see is that business models are also adapting and evolving, and the relationships with customers are doing exactly the same thing. And startups are actually growing differently. Not only that, but traditional finance was great, and it still has a key role. But at the same time, communities are becoming more and more important as they become the center of our communities, of our ecosystems, and our DAOs. How do we launch and how do we grow a startup to make sure that the token is not only successful, but that actually there's a business model behind it? And today we're here, again, as I said, to talk about our experience at Vent. We're a software company that helps run TGE, so token generation events. And yes, typically it's called a launchpad, but in reality we have to kind of forget what that means in terms of marketing and understand the real breakdown of the challenge that we have. The first is it's really hard to navigate DeFi, and there's no clear manual. I think two of my colleagues were here before discussing a few other things, and there's some other panelists as well mentioning how you have to choose the DEX, you have to choose the right customer, the right market maker. It's really, really hard, and introductions are mostly based on networks, communities that you already know, or people that you know on Telegram, and things change so quickly. It's really hard to kind of know who you have to speak to. Maybe last week, this was a hot topic and the hot exchange, and then tomorrow we have to move on to something else. So you need to do things with the right people, and you have to time them correctly. And this means that we really need help as projects, but we also need to connect this ecosystem and make sure that these loosely connected systems or processes all become one. So we're exactly doing that. We're creating this manual that people are missing, but instead of having a manual that happens over Telegram, we're actually building it into a platform. And so we help ideate, launch, and build startups. And it's really important to break down these three steps, because launching a token, I'm not going to say it's easy, but that's just the first step of the journey, right? Now you have to go and run the marathon, and the token is just the way to start it. So there's a lot of features that we build into our platform, from due diligence to a nice reward system, like a unified experience that keeps it all into one app, and a really strong, solid community that becomes the base of everything that you build. What makes us different is, as I said, we have a really strong community that in this case actually governs what happens with these projects and how they're going to follow the manual. We have a product, and that is a key part of what makes us different, is that we don't just run marketing. We actually have a platform that connects you to the best people to do what you have to do. And the third is we're obviously security and trust conscious. As an EU entity, we obviously fully comply with KYC and AML requirements, and we're also working with the regulators to understand what micro-regulation will have to do with crypto assets and how we can be proactive in making user adoption the standard that we're going to talk about now. It's not about how do I target current crypto users, it's how do I target users that are not in crypto and can become part of our DeFi ecosystem. So our mission is really to create this simple way to decentralize the funding system through this community-driven approach. And yes, we do leverage research and we leverage insights and data to create these strategies. It's not based on opinion, it's based on what works. Another panelist mentioned PancakeSwap. Absolutely, 80% of the volume is currently coming there. In 3 months' time, who will know what will be the exchange there? It might be someone else, right? And so what we have to do is take these insights, put them into a platform, and digest them in a way that someone just pulls up an app and be like, this is the next hot place I need to list. We leverage 3 types of insights. One is on-chain analysis. Who are the holders and investors that have the best behaviors, both retail and institutional? What is the market intelligence in terms of how a DEX is performing, how a centralized exchange is performing as well, and where your efforts are best put at, because you need to provide that liquidity. And third is the knowledge network. Knowledge is as good as how you share it and who you share it with. And so we don't just develop proprietary knowledge, we actually take knowledge, share it with our ecosystem, and ultimately break it down into our event learn section that is for the community members. A bit about us, just to kind of finish it off. We started in April of 2021. We raised just above $1.3 million, and we've got a team size of about 20 people with speaking over 12 languages. I'm originally French, CEO is German, we've got Armenians, we've got pretty much people from every single country you could think of in Europe. We've got 2 office locations, one is in EU and the other one is here in Dubai, and we're super excited to kind of see how the progress will be. We've got about 14,000 users, of which 5,000 are fully verified and KYC'd. At the same time, we've got a community of about 100,000 members that are actually very, very active. If we talk about engagement that people are looking at, these are people that actually care about what we're building and that want to participate in one way or other. We've oversubscribed about 500% in our private rounds, and we've got about 35 projects in the pipeline. Now, what I'm going to ask you, because obviously that's why we're here, is that projects don't come alone. And projects actually need to be referred. So if you're launching a token, if you need help or you know of a project that is cool, obviously just send them to our page, vent.ec/apply. And we're also happy to kind of have a chat with you guys in booth B9. I'm just going to kind of wrap it up here because I was missing a few slides with a bit of a reflection on what we're building, why we're here in this space, and what it means for us. As a company, we're trying to create something that's sustainable in time, and that's engaging. It's not about us, it's not about 20 people, it's not even about 100,000 people in our community. It's about how we, as an industry, come together, cooperate, and find the next big thing that we can work on. I think we've seen it in the markets, we've seen the amount of volume and money that can be moved, but we've also seen the impact that it generates. And it's not all about X's on exchanges and doing 20 X's or 30 X's. I think this type of reflection and these type of projects that are coming with real solutions and real value to the industry is what's going to define and change us from this label of, when Lambo to, oh my God, this actually can be game-changing. So yeah, really invite anyone to kind of come with some conversations and happy to have a chat at booth B09. Thanks so much.
All right. Lucas from Vent Finance. Ladies and gentlemen, we're just going to take a minute or two to set things up for the Startup World Cup, and then we should be back here on stage to end things off on a very nice note right here at the World Blockchain Summit. So bear with us just a minute or two until we get everybody settled in, all the startups, and then we'll be back here on stage. Good stuff, man.
Yeah, tech man.
to the World Blockchain Summit Dubai. I'm Rohit, the director of the World Blockchain Summit, and we have two special guests today with us. We have Tubador and Kevin Soltani. Tubador, as you all know, is the steward of the Metaverse, the world's largest NFT fund, and the fund is estimated to be worth 189 million and owns the 69 million people piece that we've all been reading about. We also have Kevin Soltani, the CEO of Jima Group, which is an alternative investment company that's building and investing in products within the blockchain and gaming space. And Kevin's also the founder of Semper Fortis, which is a newly listed gaming company on the London Stock Exchange. So welcome to the World Blockchain Summit, guys, and thanks for doing this.
Good to be here, Rohit. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Anand, Tubador. Thanks for being with us.
Awesome. So let's jump straight into it. I think I want to go to Anand here, Tubador here, and ask him what drew you to the world of crypto and NFTs.
I got in here kicking and screaming, to be honest. It wasn't, a smooth entry into the crypto space.
As we all did.
As you all did. But, Metacoven first introduced crypto to me in 2013. So fairly early, like properly early. But that package of information that he had, which sort of gave him wings and set him off on a journey of entrepreneurship and crypto adventures, completely flew over my head. I couldn't relate to it. So I meandered about through a whole range of other vocations. I was into advertising for some time, PR. I wrote about supply chain finance, about trucks for a while. I don't know why I did that. Complete waste of time. And then I sort of stumbled back. The more I learned about money, the more I began to understand the magic of crypto, the necessity of crypto in the world. And so we reconnected in 2017 and haven't looked back since. I was in the DeFi space for about 3 years, but crypto started to make sense to me only when I hit the NFT space. So all of these abstract concepts of crypto, inalienable ownership, right, financial independence and so on, started to, take on a form and color and began to dance in front of my eyes. And that's what NFTs do to you, basically. So I found my groove in the NFT space, and that's the long and short of it, I suppose.
Great. And
I wanted to ask an interim question on, NFTs get glorified because of the bump up of the last surge in, marketing with art. And art was thrown into the scene kind of being from analog to digital overnight, right? And we've been waiting for this moment for a lot of sectors within crypto, and banking is something that's completely separate. But is there any other NFTs, which we know your portfolio carries, that excites you outside of just art? So, we have in-game collectibles, we have avatars, obviously, and then moving even into the real world, we see real estate becoming tokenized into NFT formats. So any other type of NFTs that excite you?
Yeah, incidentally, the first kind of NFTs that Metacoven started to collect were virtual land, practically the foundation of all of the gaming worlds that we see today. So we are the single largest estate holder in Decentraland, for instance. We have large estates in Sandbox and Somnium Space and CryptoVoxels, and now Wilder Worlds as well. It was very evocative to us for two reasons. One is that, I always say to people, when you enter the NFT space through a context that you actually understand in real life, for instance, if you're a gamer, you ought to start with gaming NFTs. If you're into music, you ought to start there. If you're into, say, basketball, begin with NBA Top Shot. You get the actual value, that package of, that convergence of technology, of finance in that context. Nobody else can explain it to you better than you, trying to understand it in that context. So I'm very excited about virtual worlds, virtual land, gaming assets, definitely. I'm really looking forward to interoperability when that happens, because it's not possible in the conventional gaming landscape, but it is very much possible on the blockchain, and definitely art.
Great. So I just want to segue into what do you think a bit into the tech side of things, and what do you think about the level 2 protocols of all these blockchains that you see coming out with ADA, Cardano, adding a smart contract ability to the Cardano network, Ethereum 2.0, and how do you think all of this is going to help in fostering this space?
Yeah, it's essential chaos, I'd say. You don't know. I mean, it could go either way, right? Some people, and it does make sense to imagine that you can't have too many blockchains running around at the same time, all wanting to be top dog. At the same time, you also know that this the concept of being able to bridge between two blockchains is the actual power, not just speed over one particular blockchain. So I'm very interested in projects that offer these smooth bridges, like Avalanche, for instance. I think they'll play a rather larger role in the scheme of things than solutions which focus exclusively on scalability of one particular blockchain, even if it is their own.
All right, here we go, World Blockchain Summit. The time has come for our last segment of the entire conference, summit, whatever you want to call it. It's day 2, it's the finale. This is the Startup World Cup. We have 11 finalists who have made it through. The fact that you guys are here, actually, this is an accomplishment. You should be proud of yourself. I just want to mention all the companies that are pitching today. Amaze World, Blockchain X, Padcoin, Autonomy, MedGrids, AKT.io, Munch Project, Octra Tech, T-Coin, Spantail, and last but not least, MAH Healthcare. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. And before we end the summit and indulge into the Startup World Cup, I want to actually give a big shout out to the Travelcoin team, to the World Blockchain Summit team, from the people I've worked with here in the AV section, the people at the registration desk. They've been very helpful and definitely a world-class event. Can we also give them a big round of applause? These guys have worked their off to get this up and running in the best standards ever. With that being said, I'd like to introduce the partner of Pegasus Ventures, who are a part of the Startup World Cup, organizing the final round of it. The man himself, Shamim Ahsan. And Shamim, sorry, before you begin, can I ask all the finalists to please take the front seats, if you don't mind? Please, all the finalists, take the front seat so that it's easier for you to come up on stage and it's more organized. Shamim, I'm sorry, stage is yours.
Thank you very much. Can you all hear me from the back? Honorable judges, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, are you all excited to be part of the largest startup competition in the world?
Yeah.
Yes, I am very excited. Global startup competition with $1 million grand prize in investment. I am Shamim Ahsan. I'm the general partner of Pegasus Tech Ventures, also executive member of Startup World Cup. We'd like to give special thanks to Travelcoin for being our partner, and on behalf of Pegasus Tech Ventures, Travelcoin, and Startup World Cup, we'd like to welcome you all. As you can see, from Pegasus, we have made globally 200 plus investments. That includes SpaceX, Airbnb, Triller, Sophie, 23andMe, and Bard. And we are leveraging the huge network of entrepreneurs, investors, and industry experts, and of course, the professors from Silicon Valley. So this is our Startup World Cup mission statement. Innovation, foster the discovery of innovative and visionary products and services. Entrepreneurship, promote the spirit of entrepreneurship, innovation, and risk-taking by celebrating entrepreneurs. Networking, connect startups from around the world with investors, customers, and talent. And of course, media, showcase startups, entrepreneurs in local and international media. So far, we have 50,000 attendees, 1,000 speakers and judges, 23 plus media, global media, and 70 plus countries and regions. So you can see some of our speakers in our global events. That includes co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, Mark Randolph, co-founder of Netflix, Siri co-founder, Oracle CEO, Guy Kawasaki, Reid Hoffman from LinkedIn, Vinod Khoshla from Khoshla Ventures, Markello from SoftBank, and many others. You can see some of our judges. That includes Tim Draper, Eric Feng, David Cohen, Vanessa Larco. They're all from Kleiner Perkins, Draper Associates, Y Combinator, Fiverr Startups, M12, G Ventures, Founder Institute, and IBM Ventures. So you can see some of our grand finale winners. In 2017, it was Unifa. 2018, it was Lyco. And then in 2019, it was Abivin from Vietnam. So it's considered and recognized as the largest global startup pitch competition. And we have applications from more than 10,000 startups from top startup ecosystem around the world. We have 70 plus regional champions, and then world champion comes from these 70 regions. And the events we have from North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Middle East, and Australia. You can see some of the regional events we have: China, Egypt, Brazil, Canada, India, Bulgaria, UAE, of course. Let's give a big hand from UAE, please. Sweden, Philippines, Ethiopia, Japan, Chile, all over the world. You can just see, you can name all the countries are there. US, we have few regions. Europe, Russia, Norway, Finland, Ireland, Croatia, they're very big. Georgia, Czech Republic, Egypt, Africa. Many cities in US, Hong Kong, France. And we have fixed the time and venue for Startup World Cup Grand Finale is September 28 to 30, 2022. The venue is Marriott Marquis in San Francisco. And you can see the agenda. The winner from here will, of course, visit there, attend there. So there is semifinals, workshops, networking parties, and of course, the grand finale is on September 30th. And as you know, our partner, Bill Reichert, he is a Silicon Valley veteran. He was founder of Garage Technology Ventures, which Pegasus has acquired recently. There will be training sessions from him. He has a book on getting to wow, the Silicon Valley pitched secret for entrepreneurs. So some of the potential speakers for this year, actually next year, the 2021-22 Startup World Cup, we have CTO of Intuit. We have board member from Microsoft. We have senior VP from Walmart. Shane Wald, former CTO of HP. Imran Khan, who took Snapchat to IPO. He's a former CSO. CMO of Global Startup Ecosystem, Christine Nim. SVP of Cisco, Patel. And of course, Chairman of Carbon, Joe. Startup World Cup regional event, Dubai. So I would like to thank all the 8 judges we have. And of course, we'll have 4 minutes of pitch, 2 minutes of questions and answers. Then the judges will deliberate. And finally, the winner will be announced. Let's see a short video of Startup World Cup.
Who's paying for it? Why do your competitors win?
Welcome to the Startup World Cup.
Entrepreneurs with more information that will help them.
And we've been through the broadband revolution.
We unveiled this new innovation. They are so innovative, and they bring that innovation.
What we're doing was finding young entrepreneurs
So from Pegasus, we are committed to support the startup ecosystem of UAE and bridge between Middle East and Silicon Valley. So now I would like to welcome you all for the pitch competition. All the best to our 11 finalists. Let's give a big fan for our finalists. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Shamim. Actually, we have 12 finalists. 12 of them. The more, the merrier, right? These guys are competing for the title to go to San Francisco. It's a lot of money we're talking about here, of course. That's going to help to even progress the development of whatever project they're pitching today, right here in Dubai, 2021 at the World Blockchain Summit. So with that being said, are you guys ready? Set? Good to go? Yeah? Cool, amazing. Thanks to our judges for being here. So we're going to go one team at a time, one company at a time. As Mr. Shamim said, you've got 6 minutes on the dot. Not even 1 second extra. Please stick to the time. The timing will be here. Stick to it. 4 minutes for the pitch and 2 minutes only for the Q&A. All right, let's go. Good luck to all the participants. We're going to start with the first company today. Please give a big round of applause to Amaze World. Mike. Please keep a mic.
Thanks for having me. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time today. My name is CJ. I am the CFO of our company, Amaze World. I've been in finance industry for the last 10 years, and mostly in JVs, mergers, acquisitions, liquidations, and so forth in Australia. I'll give you a bit of a quick brief on Amaze World before we go into details. So Amaze World is a tourism and blockchain sort of mix industry. We have combined both of them. We have created a next-gen platform on Smart Chain Binance, whereabouts we have a website where people can book flight tickets, they can book hotels. Oh, it's moving too fast. They can book hotels, they can book tourist attractions, and they can pay through our native cryptocurrency, which is MZ. They can also pay through any fiat currency if they have. And in order to add any missing link, we have also added other cryptocurrencies, popular ones. If people wish to pay for it, they can. We have about 500 travel partners, those who have joined our company. The site is going to be launched next week, and including the Amaze Travel, Amaze native token is also going to be launched next week. I'm doing so, we have also added something which is happening in 2022. We're creating a tourist attraction platform. It's going to happen in Thailand, Pattaya. It has been approved by BOI, Bureau of Investments of the Thailand government. It is going to be the world's largest mirror maze in association with Guinness Book of World Records, and we'll start that in 2022. Let's go into it. Okay, so why are we doing this? Why is there a need for us having this thing? The cryptocurrency wallets have jumped quite massively during COVID. People have started using a lot of cryptocurrency. The active stats was that there were 300 million people actively using cryptocurrency, but there was over 1 billion people who has wallets, but they're not using it. During this COVID time, people have started using more and more, having the understanding of it, the blockchain, but they don't know where the utility is. Amaze Worlds give them a lot of utility. If you go tomorrow and buy Amaze coin from an exchange, and if you want to use it somewhere, there is a lot of places utility from the very next day. The company also comes into revenue and profitability much more sooner because we have an active platform to work with. So hence, we have a lot of crypto-friendly, the problem was that we didn't have a lot of crypto-friendly sites to use. There was no utility. It was lacking a lot of ecosystem. So we created Amaze platform. We've also created Amaze ecosystem, whereby we have over 500 travel partners associated with us. We also have non-travel companies, those who have joined our platforms, whereby if it's simply not in travel, they can also use Amaze tokens in other places. And we wanted to add a tourist platform. I don't think there are many places out there which have tourist platforms. If people are traveling out there, they can actually visit. So the idea was to ensure that a company comes into profitability much more sooner than an idea. We don't have to wait for the project to be 5 years. Everything is almost ready. We have next week of launching, and it is in blockchain space. The project is done on Binance Smart Chain Network for now to reduce the cost in gas fees and stuff. But over time, we are considering to create our own blockchain and build it as a base. I wish you, thank you for giving me the time to speak today, and hope you like it. Oh, sorry, I forgot. The problems of being the first on the floor. Yes, if you guys have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer.
So my question is, why is the Amaze token required to solve this problem? The problem is fine, but why do you need your own token? Why can't it be just anything else?
In a way, we can simply use other cryptocurrencies, but we believe that of having such a large ecosystem of our own, we have a lot of tourist and channel partners. One of our co-founders is he has been in the tourism for the last 10 years, and we get all the experience from them as well. The idea of Amaze was to be a part, not only be a part of, not only be a part of the blockchain, but also to have our own control. Rather than having fees and charges for the other cryptocurrencies, we can reduce them over a period of time and provide more benefits to the end users. Having our own cryptocurrency allows us to provide more reward programs, which is quietly lacking these days in any outdated travel platforms. So hence we added Amaze.
Okay, I'll just take that. Yeah, hi, that was a good presentation. Just a couple of quick questions. Why did you specifically choose the Binance Smart Chain to launch the token? That is one. And second thing is that you mentioned about having your own blockchain. What is the timeline for it, and what are the cost differentials that you see that making, as you go along?
Okay, so the reason we choose Binance was it reduces the fees of transfer for time being. There is a gas fees in Ethereum network, it is quite expensive. But moving forward, Binance was an easier integration, it was cheaper as well. In terms of timeline with the blockchain, we're starting that project by the end of the year. We already have a technical team in Germany who's working on it. We believe it should finish somewhere within 12 months of time to be safe. And the costing is roughly about 200 to 300K. 100K. Thank you for your time.
Amaze World, thank you very much. Guys, if you're not comfortable with a handheld mic, please let us know and we'll get you mic'd up. Because parts of the presentation was a bit unclear. It's all good.
Did I miss something?
No, you're good, really good. And I would appreciate if, again, all the contestants and the judges could respect the time. It's going to be previewed here on the screen. Quick, snappy questions and answers. Be greatly appreciated. Okay, so after each pitch, we're going to be collecting the results from the amazing judges that we have here today, so the team could work on it and try to save us some time at the end of the competition and announce the winner as early as possible. So this is the format of the event. Are we ready for our next pitch? Yeah? Cool. World Blockchain Summit, please give it up to the team from Blockchain X.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having us here. My name is Vinayak. I'm a blockchain consultant for. My name is Vinayak Rajagopalan. I'm a blockchain consultant from Blockchain X. This is my associate Yogesh Shankar. We are basically an enterprise development company, blockchain development company, and we help businesses streamline their business processes through blockchain solutions. We founded our company because we wanted to solve real-world problems, and this is what we are trying to achieve with Wink. Wink is a completely decentralized workforce management system. Our purpose is to streamline the workforce management.
Oh, you're doing your closing fee?
We have been working with startups around the world. We have been working with businesses around the world for over 4 years. And we've been working on Wink for around 2 years. We have already have a platform set up. We already have a working platform set up, and we're looking to move forward with the development and bring it to the biggest stage. So why does Wink matter? So Career Builder estimates that over 74% of businesses lose $14,900, around $15,000 per bad hire, when they hire like underqualified persons and so on and so forth. The US Department of Labor says that the cost of a bad hire is, it can amount up to like 30% of a person's first year earnings. And Undercover Reporter reports that a bad hire can cost businesses around $250,000 yearly. Now these are big numbers. So the problem lies in how the workforce management system works. There is lack of transparency. Basically, there is no 100% solution for verifying a person's profile. Basically, anybody can edit a profile, and even bigger companies, it would be hard for them to really track people, their employment histories, and all of these things. Data security is also an issue, and privacy, and fair pay. In almost all sectors, pay is a big problem. Not everybody is getting fair pay. The solution for this is that we have implemented blockchain through like 5 modules. These 5 modules are designed to streamline the whole process. Like it's related to like employment history tracking. You can verify the employees' details on the blockchain, and privacy features and things like that. So the first module in Wink is Wink Trails. Wink Trails is basically an employee tracking system. It is basically an employee history tracking system where employers can go on the blockchain and verify an employee's work history. Wink Certify lets employees get certified. We are going to partner up with edutech platforms and allow them to get certified in industry accepted courses, and employees can verify that on the blockchain as well. Wink Padlock is the privacy layer of Wink. Basically, with Wink Padlock, the employees can decide what the other companies can see. Basically, if you're a multi-talented person, if you're a multi-skilled person, you can apply to different companies, and you can control what the other company sees. Companies can still request the employees, the candidates.
Actually, we have not completed the presentation fully. We were lacking time. But if you have any questions, we can answer that now.
Very quickly, a lot of what you're doing brings employee credentials, background, data.
Exactly.
But those bad hires you talk about often happen because of motivation, culture, alignment.
Right.
So how does it solve the problem?
So we actually we are planning to do another module inside the platform wherein we are going to access skill-based and these kinds of things. Like for example, if you see current platforms, the HRMS and everything, what they have is it's just the work management is alone there on HRMS, but they do not have the skill management and these kinds of things. So what we are going to do is we are going to give this option to the employers so that they can update skills of each developers or any other team member who is working under them, so that this all details together with the resume gets added to the blockchain.
Hi. I didn't see much about, your revenue forecast and, your business plan, etc. going forward. Obviously, the time was limited, but would you be able to at least share it with me, later?
So
I would encourage, the presenters to just cover a little bit on the revenue side and the business plan side.
Right. So
All right.
we have like few kinds of revenue streams inside the platform. So first thing it's like we are gonna have it like subscription packages for the employers. Then we have our own token for the platform. It's called Wink, which is gonna fuel the payment system inside the platform. Then we also have like percentage commissions from each transactions made on the platform. When there is a transaction made for a freelancer, so we get a platform fee from that. So these are kinds of few revenue streams which we have. So we are looking to raise around 4 million funds for fueling the last stage of development and kickstarting with the marketing works. So we have a working product with us, so we can show the demo for that as well.
All right, the team from Blockchain X, good luck and thank you so much for your time. 4 minutes on the clock to each and every single pitch. Do not surpass that time for any reason whatsoever. And judges, please, as soon as they're done, feel free to ask the question. You've got 2 minutes for both the questions and the answers. 6 minutes in total. Quite enough to do your pitch and give the overall idea of what the project is about. All right, moving on to the next one. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Padcoin.
Hello everyone, my name is Peter. I'm the CEO and founder of a company PowerAd. I'm coming from North Macedonia. PowerAd is an advertising platform that offers out-of-home and geo-targeting advertising products which can be used by a wide variety of companies and individuals. Through our platform, we are matching companies who want to advertise with the private car owners who are willing to earn an extra cash on a daily basis just while doing their daily course driving their car. We put stickers on their car and we pay them on every kilometer they are driving. We provide a platform that for our advertisers that can provide real-time data and they can track their moving billboards on the interactive map and can see that every kilometer they are driving, how much kilometers, how much they are parked, where they are parked, how much impressions they are showing. And can control the hover campaign and can boost all the cars in an event or stuff, etc. We would like to introduce our next product for the same ecosystem, which is tokenized and used by a token called Padcoin. The next product is geotargeted advertising on a mobile application and can be used by everyday people who are traveling a lot. So any company can place geo-mining zones on our application. So whenever of our application users enter to one of these zones, can have a chance to earn some free crypto from our token. But to do this, they must do some tasks which is required by our clients or advertisers. So this can be to watch some video or to spend some coupons or vouchers in store to the advertisers in order that we provide data to our advertisers exactly how much customers we are providing to their store. So the token can be used to create the and further execute it. Padcoin is an ERC20 token and it's running on Ethereum blockchain. We have a 20 million total supply. It's a deflationary mechanism. So the transaction fee will be sent to the burning contracts until we get 100 million tokens in total. We are launching our OTC private sale today and yesterday and today just for the VBS attendings. So if anyone interested in our private sale to enter, we are on the BFight booth and we will be glad to speak and set up a deal. Thank you.
Can we? Yeah. Thank you for the presentation. One question. What's your primary geography, and do you have kind of any plans on where do you start and how do you expand?
We are located based in North Macedonia, our headquarters, but we have a franchising model, and we already have franchises in few countries like Nigeria, Tanzania. We operate in Bulgaria. Also, we are to set up in the first quarter of the next year 10 more franchises like Sweden, Norway, Denmark, Romania, Serbia. So we will be operating through the franchising, and that's how we are scaling the model through the world.
Excellent. Thank you.
I have just a quick question.
Yes.
Have you started generating any revenue?
Revenue?
Yeah.
We have multiple sources from the revenue, so we take fees from yearly basis from our franchisors, and also we take a monthly fee from their income. Also, we have a subscription model for consumers who will use our application, so they can subscribe on multiple levels, so they can boost the geo-mining zones and earn more crypto rewards.
Peter, are those revenue plans that you listed, or are you making those revenues already?
Excuse me?
Are you already making revenues, or did you just describe your sources?
We are already making revenues because we finished our platform 6 months ago, and we have launched our first franchise in Nigeria. So yes, we are already working product. We are going to launch our second product for geotargeting in January next year.
Okay. Can you tell us a little bit more about your team members, management team, please?
We have a sector for development, to graphic design sector. Also, we have a marketing and sales sector. Most of the teams are here, and I thank everyone who support us and do whatever we do right now. Also, we have a team in Nigeria, Bulgaria, India.
I have one more question. Any commercial plans in terms of partnerships or clients, anything that you can share for your partners, and how do you kind of expand that network?
Can you repeat that? I can hear you.
Yeah, so sorry about that. Can you comment on any partnerships that you're having in plan, or maybe some that you have already? What's your strategy to grow the franchise network?
We were selected as a top 50 most promising advertising companies of the world by the World Business Angels Investment Forum, which was held in Turkey. So our presentation makes us to sign the first franchising contracts there. So after the event, we get many requests to scale the business in many countries, and also here we have many interested to run the business all over the world, like Africa, Middle East, also America and Australia. So we plan to deal around 20 franchises till the end of the next year. Thank you very much.
All right, Padcoin. Well done, well done. I didn't know that if you finished earlier, you get to use that time for a Q&A. So if you guys would like to finish earlier and give an opportunity to the judges to ask you questions. And hey, just one more pointer to all the companies pitching. You're not just pitching for the judges. You're pitching to everybody in this room, right? Just a pointer from an outsider perspective. All right, are we ready for the next company to come up on stage? 1 minute. All right. So this is the last segment, guys, of the World Blockchain Summit. Or should I say the second of the last, because we are yet to announce the Twitter competition, remember? I know I told you at 3 o'clock. It's way past 3 o'clock. Call me a liar. It's all good. But hey, better late than never, right? So we're going to be announcing this in just a little while, straight up after the Startup World Cup. $1,000 worth of Bitcoins will be given away. Are we good? Oh, okay, cool. I don't know what else to say. Don't look at me. I don't know. All right, here we go. We're ready. We're all set, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together to the team from Autonomy.
Hello, hello. Hey guys, I'm James from Autonomy, and Autonomy is a decentralized automation protocol focusing on helping DEXs, decentralized exchanges, grow their volume and launching sentient NFTs. So my co-founder is Diego, and between us we have a pretty unique intersection of experience from tracking and de-anonymization for clients like the FBI, building blockchains, building DEXs, DEX bots, machine learning, just generally being DeFi degens for a few years. So autonomy is pretty inevitable when you look at the evolution of applications in the blockchain space. You see that each new wave of innovation requires an innovation in the underlying like primitives and infrastructure. For example, like DeFi Summer, DEX aggregators, yield farms, etc., requires things like Uniswap and Aave, and the next wave of functionality, like adding limit orders and advanced trading functionality to these DEXs, requires something like autonomy, as well as for launching autonomous NFTs. So the problem is that humans are not 24/7. Everyone needs to sleep, obviously. Can't be staring at the computer all the time. So in DeFi, users cannot risk manage currently. There's no way to automate anything. And for dApps that want to add these kinds of features, they're basically forced to roll their own solution, which is custom to them, and it takes months of lead. Dev time is very expensive. So autonomy is a tool for dApps like DEXs to add features like limit orders and stop losses. And this is an example of what one of the integrations looks like. Very similar to like regular DEXs like Uniswap, etc. So it's a B2B tool. So our current traction, there's kind of too many to go through. We are focused on decentralized exchanges as our kind of beachhead, but we have many other verticals. So, you know, Pangolin, the second biggest DEX on Avalanche, also partnering with SushiSwap, and like cumulatively, the DEXs that we're partnered with have over 100 million daily volume, and that volume is starting to flow through us. We're actually launching the first integration with a partner tomorrow. We're also creating this entirely new industry, autonomous NFTs, in the kind of gaming and metaverse space, and we have pilot projects with Avagotchi and Decentral Games for doing that. So what is an autonomous NFT? It's essentially an NFT that can actually do things. So for example, it could manage a treasury or trade on your behalf or lend funds out for you while you're asleep, away at the computer, whatever. That's just an example use case. It can do much more, and I'm sure like creators will come up with something like way cooler than I can. But it works because autonomy, other than just being able to automate one action, like a limit order, it can make a contract autonomous. It can make an NFT autonomous so that it can make its own transactions and can act independently. So you guys are probably familiar with Sophia the Robot. She is a physical robot that got given citizenship in Saudi Arabia in 2017. One of the kind of cool use cases that we're looking at doing with autonomous NFTs is to get the world's first blockchain citizen. So we're doing the blockchain version of Sophia. We're going to take a virtual influencer, such as Lil Michaela. She's an Instagram account controlled by like a company. She's all CGI and everything. And we're essentially going to put her on the blockchain, make her autonomous with autonomy, and get her citizenship with a partner government, which would be pretty groundbreaking, as it would be the first ever blockchain citizen. Like nothing like this has ever been done before, and it would really blur the line between the real and the digital. So we're actually looking for a government partner right now to do this with. I mean, for example, if it happened in the UAE, they would really solidify themselves as a leader in creating innovation in the blockchain space. So that's autonomy. And if you're interested in potentially doing this for world's first blockchain citizen, absolutely let me come and talk to me. We're in a booth on that side. Your guess is right. Thank you.
James, very good presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
The question is that the first part where you were, increasing the volume of DEXs by making more features, and the second part where you're making autonomous NFTs, look like good business plans, but why are they together? As in, what is the correlation between these two areas?
So autonomy is a generalized automation solution. I mean, there's many different like applications, like recurring payments for like salaries on the blockchain, which is like impossible right now. Like if you want to pay people from a decentralized autonomous organization, you have to go in and hit send every 2 weeks. These are just the kind of like initial use cases we're thinking of. Like the core business of ours is really around like DEXs and DeFi. It's our beachhead and probably will always be the main economic use case. But I think the autonomous NFT stuff really like captures the imagination, and that's why it's personally my favorite application. So maybe I'm slightly biased, but we're going to be creating the first at ETH Lisbon too. So yeah, that's why let's go.
Hi, how you doing? Like right here.
Sorry.
Like your presentation, very nice.
Thank you.
Give color on your revenue, please.
Yeah, so we essentially have a token. When users get something automated, like they put in a limit order on a decentralized exchange, etc., they pay a bounty to. I didn't really go into this, but there's a network of bots that do these executions for people. Anyone can run one of these bots. And when you, as a bot owner, execute one of these requests, you get paid a bounty by the user. In order to run one of these bots, you need to stake our token. So there's an intrinsic kind of link between like the use of the platform and the amount of people buying our token to stake in order to access that revenue. And the revenue of the network, like I think like once we start having, even our initial partners have like, in the 100 million daily volume range, the fees that they generate will be in like the millions per day. So. Do you have revenue right now? Not yet. The first integration will be live tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
All right, so from autonomy, we're going to move on into the next one, our fifth pitch at the Startup World Cup right here at the World Blockchain Summit. Don't forget that these guys are pitching for a trip to San Francisco, first of all, in September, and then possibly the chance to win an investment of $1 million, which is a lot of money. With that being said, please give a warm welcome to the next company up on stage, which is MedGrids.
Yeah, thank you so much. So this is Dr. Raj. Oh my God, this is going to be a little different. So I'm a medical doctor from India, and I am here with my team and my co-founder, Dr. Sakshi Kaushik. I am a practicing physician there in India, and our team consists of specialist doctors, blockchain developers, and a unique mix, and also some IT programmers. So we are a project which is incubated by Indian Institute of Technology. It's a premier government institution back there in India. So what we are doing at MedGrids, we are creating the digital version of the patient journey that you take from migrating from disease towards health. And we are doing all this studied deep inside the blockchain. So basically, MedGrids is a platform which consists of 5 different solutions, which caters to the unique pain points, unique pain areas that we have seen as practicing in this field for more than a decade now. So we'll be rolling out all this according to a fixed roadmap, which is very logically designed. We are going to market with our first product that is called MedSure in this month itself. So what is MedSure? MedSure is world's first, I proudly say, NFT-enabled, blockchain-based, anti-counterfeiting, anti-hoarding, and track and trace solution for pharmaceutical and allied industry. So what is MedSure basically, and how it is different from the plethora of anti-counterfeiting solution that is already available in the market? So what we are doing by virtue of blockchain, we are decentralized. And by using non-fungible tokens as the technology behind our scannable solution on the end product, we are practically hack-proof. Also, we don't want the current pharmaceutical complex supply chain, pharmaceutical industry's complex supply chain to change much to be aligned with our solution. We are keeping ourselves GS1 serialization compliant from day one. And as we have in our team, pharmaceutical supply chain veterans who have designed the solution. Also, with MedSure, you get a complete end-to-end tracing, like from the contract manufacturer to the end user, complete in one single link. And also, you also get features like product recall, expiry date management, inventory management, basically a complete supply chain visualization on a single screen via MedSure, all on blockchain. And if we talk about the end user, for him or her, it's as simple as scan, login, and verify. That's it. So we will be launching MedSure in the Q4, basically in this month itself. Next solution that is in advanced developmental pipeline from MedGrids is called MedSheets. It's a very unique thing. it is basically two things. It is one, a healthcare delivery aggregator. Basically, you can order consultation, book consultations, medicines, ambulances, all the healthcare delivery services that you can think of. And at the same time, while we migrate through this platform, doing all your healthcare disease stuff, the electronic health record that you generate will also be stored on the same platform, which you can share on the click of a button. Complete control will lie with you. So we are creating the patient side of electronic health records. We are putting all the healthcare services in a single app, and the control lies with the patient. And also, there are real-time incentives for unlocking your data on our platform. So basically, you are carrying lifetime of health records in your pocket with MedSeats. And at MedSeats, we are putting patient engagement, and the UI is designed such that it can be used by any age group of patients. So basically, we are empowering patients. We have taken care of the legal and tech compliances as we are dealing with the healthcare data, and we have been helped much by the Government of India and also Indian Institute of Technology in that. Also, we have tokenized the healthcare for the first time. MedGrids is a company which is other than India registered here in Dubai and in Seychelles. We have our token Med, which is in ICO phase. It can be used platform-wide for accessing all our services available on medgrids.io. Thank you so much for listening.
Sorry.
Please.
I really loved your presentation.
Thank you, ma'am.
It was absolutely brilliant. Just a couple of questions.
Sure.
You haven't covered the revenue projection side.
Yeah.
And what is your overall strategy to grow the business? And also, I saw that you looked at 3 geographies.
Yeah.
Do you have intentions to kind of expand on that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So the revenue strategy for MedSure, it's a subscription-based model. The company or the track and trace provider, there are basically 2 entry points that we are hitting at. So they will have to get a subscription package from us based on their lot size for the amount of services that they want to avail from the MedSure. It's a collection of services. That is one. Second, on MedSeats, all the delivery, healthcare delivery that we are providing, we will be obviously charging as a commission-based model to whomsoever we serve. And also, once you have our EHR, our healthcare data accumulated with us, we will be converting it into healthcare data analytics, which will be monetized. And the unique point being that once that data is monetized, the patient, the data principal, and also the aggregator will be getting a pre-coded by our blockchain incentive in real time, as we also earn commission from that.
And what about your team?
Yeah, so our team consists of 3 kind of stack basically. The first stack is us, the doctors. We are a specialist in our field, and that too not randomly specialized, like we are a specialized radiologist, we are a specialized pediatrician, the kind of data that is being generated from the healthcare side. The second stack consists of the blockchain developers. We have 3 great blockchain developers with our team. And we have partnered with an IT firm. It is called Agio Solutions. They are here. So for developing our IT platform. They have been into blockchain arena for more than 3 years now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Good presentation. User acquisition in healthcare is going to be difficult.
Yeah.
So have you thought about how you're going to try, solve that through partnerships, and what kind of partners would you like?
Yeah, so it is one of my most favorite questions to answer. The time is up, but I will just tell you, MedSure we are going B2B. So we have already partnered with few of the pharmaceutical industry and also few of the track and trace providers. We are already our early adopters of MedSure. With MedSeats, we are doing it in both ways, like user acquisition via the app and the marketing, the usual way of acquiring B2C customers, and also we are going to the larger chains of hospitals and diagnostic labs there in India, and gradually we want to move out to Southeast Asia and Africa as well. Okay, thank you so much.
MedGrids, thank you, our 5th contestant right here at the Startup World Cup in Dubai as part of the World Blockchain Summit 2021. Who's going to fly to San Francisco and possibly pitch for an opportunity to win $1 million. We're going to probably find out today. Who's going to get step closer, rather, into winning this prize. So, ladies and gentlemen, our next company is AKT.io. Give them a bigger round of applause.
What's up, everyone? My name is Robin, and I'm the head of communications at ACT. And today I'm here to speak about something I know we all hate: money. But why do we hate it so much? Well, because it's lazy and it doesn't do anything for us unless we put it to work. All jokes aside, we all need money, and specifically, we got two critical needs. We need enough money to cover our daily expenses, and two, to grow what we have left, to cover future expenses, and to finance our dreams. The problem is that it's easy to spend money, but it's hard to grow it. Accessible alternatives like savings accounts offer almost zero returns, while investing, which has the potential to offer great returns, is complicated and honestly quite intimidating for most people. So what is the solution? Well, to make it as easy to put your money to work as it is to spend it. And that is what we're doing here at ACT, because we are leveraging AI to help anyone become an investor and give people direct access to fractional assets, automated portfolios, and integrated crypto staking in a single app. And once you're invested, all of your assets will be seamlessly connected to the world's first wealth card, enabling anyone to pay directly with invested capital. At the core of our platform sits the Wealth Hub, our proprietary multi-route exchange. It enables users to make almost instant asset exchanges directly without ever having to leave our platform. So when we connect the Wealth Hub to our revolutionary payment card, money suddenly becomes whatever you say it is, as you'll be able to go down and pay for your morning coffee with gold, stocks, or Dodge. Our partners are some of the biggest names in the industry, and we are very proud to announce that we are going to be the very first wealth app to launch on the Hedera hash graph, which is going to give our users transparency, cost efficiency, and speed. We have raised over 10 million euros to date, with over 10,000 users already signed up for our beta launch, which is coming up in just a few weeks' time and is powered by our own proprietary technology. Obviously, we need the right people to bring our vision to life, and we have looked very hard to find the over 50 talented coworkers that we have on our team today in offices all around Europe, with our main hub sitting in the European Silicon Valley, Sophia in the south of France. As for bridging, DeFi, wealth management, and payments, we're obviously entering a very competitive space. But we have still identified several advantages that sets us apart from the competition, like merging all of these worlds, having DeFi, payments, and wealth management on a single app, our own ACT.io coin, which is going to offer benefits to our customers, a robo-advisor that is going to offer automated investing in both crypto and traditional markets, and finally, the world's first wealth card, enabling users to pay directly with invested capital. Our business model is based on 3 sources of income: membership fees, transaction fees, and performance-based fees on the assets that we have under management. Currently, we have an ongoing ICO with over 10 million raised to date, and our goal is to finish the ICO before the end of the year for us to set up our Series B, which we have planned for 2022. We believe that investing is mandatory and has to be accessible to everyone. And we think that once the public gets access to our wealth app and are able to turn their lazy cash into assets, pay with money that is always working for them, as well as take full control of their financial future, then maybe, just maybe, we can all learn to love money once again. Thank you.
Hi, great presentation. Just a couple of questions.
Yes.
So you've already raised 10 million. Is that in crypto?
Sorry?
Is that in cryptocurrency that you raised 10 million?
Yes, exactly. It's
okay,
through
and
our
how
ICO.
have you deployed it, if you could elaborate on that? Okay, sorry, that's why I'm asked.
Sorry.
How have you deployed the funds to sort of generate and create the business?
Right now, like our main priority is just like getting our app out to the public. So, I mean, we have a lot of money that currently goes to all of the licenses that we're applying for, as well as growing, especially our tech team in the south of France. So that is taking up a lot of our resources.
And how do you intend to grow your revenue stream? How do you intend to grow it over a period of time? Have you sort of done any revenue forecasts?
I mean, when it comes to our revenue, we're planning on having a membership model. So instead of thinking that sometime in the future we might be able to turn the freemium customers that we bring in into paying customers, we have 3 different tiers. So we're going to have a freemium model, but then we're also going to have a premium tier as well as an elite tier, which is going to require let's say, a substantial investment in ACT.io coins.
Thank you for the presentation. Sorry, I'm here.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for the presentation. One question, can you talk a bit about the licenses and how you raised the 10 million? So was it a VC or an ICO? Because you're now planning to do an ICO. So what was the mechanics on the 10 million raised?
Oh, on the 10 million raised, it's mostly through business angels, private investors that we have gotten through our network. And when it comes to the licenses, so we have a transitional license for the crypto until our crypto license has been completely processed. And then we also have an EMI license for Europe, which we have through a regulated partner. So we are ready right now to launch our product, and it will be available in just a few weeks' time, live with live money.
All right, AKT.io. You can tell when someone is prepared and full of energy and, you know, fully ready to ace this startup competition. Thank you so much for that. All right, moving on into the next one. We're just collecting the results from the judges, and our team right here are putting everything together, making sure, you know, transparency is a key, of course, here at the Startup World Cup, so that we don't waste a lot of time towards the end of the session when we announce the winner. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce on stage, once they're done with their conversation. I don't want to interrupt. Munch Project, you guys are ready? Oh, I honestly thought that these guys were the ones behind Munch Project. All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Munch Project.
Hi everyone, I'm Mark Tsai. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Munch Project. I've been in fintech for 9 years, leading product and engineering team at Amex, Barclays, and multiple fintech unicorns such as Curve, Moniz, and also Neum. So today I bring to you Munch Project, which is an ERC token focused on charity. So we are building the charity DeFi ecosystem. We are founded in April 2021, and to date we have donated over 3.5 million to charitable causes. We started with the intention of giving back and also capitalizing on the trend of the growing DeFi investment space. We operate using a trusted and automated donation model at its inception, applying a transaction tax and distributing part of the transaction tax automatically to a charity's public wallet address. We are community driven, so our token serves as a governance token, allowing our users to vote for the charitable causes that we have connection to, which is a list of global vetted charity of 300 plus charities. To date, we have donated 2.7 million to GiveWell, supporting and transforming over 900 lives through the Maximum Impact Fund. We have donated 400,000 to the Yellow Brick Road, supporting a research of a rare genetic disorder for young children, and also 350,000 to Charity Water, funding over 35 water projects and providing clean water to over 9,000 people. And a matter of fact, we actually became official partners with Charity Water, becoming the first altcoin to do so, being mentioned alongside companies such as Amazon, Google, DoCoin, Adidas, and so on. We've also, through our efforts, been covered organically through earned media, through Cointelegraph, Bitcoin.com, Influencive, as well as many other more. To show some highlights of what we've managed to achieve so far in product development, we've been building a Munch holder dashboard to show individuals exactly how they have contributed towards the charitable causes, how much of their efforts have contributed towards each charity, and what's the individual and collective impact it has by participating within our ecosystem. We have staking and farming, staking allowing you to stake your tokens, with part of the staked rewards being redistributed back to a charity of your choice. We're also building a fiat to crypto service, which is a white label solution, which should allow projects to easily be able to buy any token using your credit debit card. This is a white label solution that we offer to other projects, and through the revenue that we earn from these services, we live our motto of giving back to the community by committing a portion of our revenue back to supporting charitable causes. Just want to kind of elaborate a bit more about the ecosystem. So as part of the ecosystem, this is very much part of our business model. We have the NFTs, which we're planning to release next month with a mint price of 0.1 Ethereum. We are at the core of our sort of long-term vision of building a charitable launchpad, which allows you to raise social funding for individual causes, social causes, or global charitable causes. Our business model is applying a 3% transaction fee for these donations, which is very much like the hugely successful GoFundMe that have done hundreds millions of revenue in the US. And for us, I hire Mara, I was on Muslim Friends today, one of the 5 pillars of Islam being Surah Zakat, where a portion of your income gets committed to charitable causes. So same with our ecosystem, a portion of our of everything within our ecosystem will always go back to charity. Thank you very much, everyone.
So firstly, commendable job on the charity side.
Yep.
But you don't have your own tokens, right? How do you choose the token that you need for the charity?
No, we have our token. So through our token, Munch token, we apply a transaction fee. A portion of the transaction fee gets distributed towards a charity chosen by our community. So our token serves as a token to drive the donation, as well as a governance token to allow our investors, which is a community of over 12,000 investors, to choose which charity to direct our funds to.
Okay, thank you.
What about your marketing plan?
Sorry, could we read once
marketing.
more, please?
What are you doing now?
So we rely very much on organic marketing and earned media. So rather than we do run digital marketing campaign, but very much then we rely on partnerships. So for example, the official partnership with Charity Water, as well as working closely with sort of journalists to raise exposure of our projects. So through the likes of Benzinga, Cointelegraph, Bitcoin.com, these are all being earned media that's been unsponsored.
Thank you.
Can you elaborate a little bit on your team structure?
My team structure?
Yeah, team structure.
Sure. So I'm the CEO. We have the CEO and also the CTO. Both come from a pedigree of setting up their own technology company, having raised seed funding significant seed funding for the previous startups. We also have a partnership team working on charitable partnerships. We also have a marketing team driving the exposure and marketing awareness of our ecosystem.
Okay. And how do you sort of, I mean, obviously at the heart of it, it's an exceedingly good idea and a very good thought.
Yep.
But I just want a little bit more understanding on how you intend to make your business scalable and increase it.
Sure, thank you very much. So just to very quickly wrap it up, we make it scalable by having a strong team and investing in the various verticals of our ecosystem. Charity Launchpad has a massive business opportunity, going by the similar marketplaces and marketplaces and platforms that we've seen, and we intend to use that to build a very scalable product across many markets globally. Thank you.
All right, Munch Project. Thank you very much, and thanks to all our guests who are here today to support. All of these companies are competing, of course, for the titles, for a chance to go to San Francisco and possibly win that $1 million investment prize right here at the 19th Global Edition of the World Blockchain Summit. Our next contestant is ready. They go by the name of Octra Tech. Give them a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, it's not, it's Ocra Tech. It's kind of hard to pronounce. I mean, come on. Okay, my name is Amir Mohammed, and I'm CEO and founder of Okratech. And we are building a decentralized platform for freelancing. So you guys heard, I think, the freelancer.com Upwork. So you know Upwork and freelance? Yes. No one? Yes. Okay, so the time is running so fast I can't even make a joke, so I will be fast. So the thing is, freelancing, we will make a similar system, like freelancer and Upwork, but what will be the best part? We will not take any commission. I will go forward. Okay, so it will be 0 commission. Now, existing system is taking like 15% from freelancer and 8% from employee. So after freelancer, if someone posts a job like $1,000, and the freelancer will get like, will get 1,000 and will give 150 to freelancer.com. That's a pretty much big money. And after that, after that he was converting this money through exchange and withdrawal, again, it's too much cost for him, and I think he will get like $700 or $600. It's not good. So that's why we are coming to, we will make it commission free 0. And the best part is, another best part is we're also making it to, we're also accepting cryptos. So we did survey a lot. So a lot of employees asking, sorry, I will go forward. They're saying that I need a website, but can I pay by Bitcoin? There is no platform yet built. Can I pay by Ethereum? They say, no, I need a designer. Can I pay by Bitcoin? There is no. So our platform will accepting cryptos. We're also accepting USD. And so it will be a free. Accepting coins, token, USD, so that's the best part. So YORT, as I described, the platform base, no commission. Also, the platform will be accept both fiat and crypto. And I think that's enough. I don't know why it's too short. Okay, that's not enough. One more question. You guys can also, as an employee, can also post a job like local if you need guys, for example, need a 2 hours job, for example, need a dog walker. So you can also post a job as an employer. So a freelancer will bid and he will come. It will come ahead. You can guys, hire him. So the best part is the platform also for locally hire. If you guys need someone to kill, you can hire a hitman. You can do job and pay them by Bitcoin. This is a joke. So, pretty much this hitman was a joke. There is no police. That's why I made this joke. Okay, any questions?
Sure. Thank you for the presentation and the joke. So this is essentially a two-sided marketplace.
Sorry, one thing, I heard you guys also questioning where is the revenue, how you get the revenue. So I missed that. It will be a subscription base for freelancer.
Okay.
So that's.
So my question is, how do you attract both companies and freelancers to onboard your platform? Do you have any?
So yeah, of course. So there is after COVID situation, there's a lot of jobless people. And there's a lot of talented people, people calling them nerds. So they are not, they are not coming to the work to show the CV to office, but they like work in their home to their desk. That's pretty much, I know there's a lot of freelancers needed right now as a COVID and this. And for of course, company can also do the freelancing as a company, like an IT company.
Thank you for the presentation. Idea is quite original. Just a few questions. So, what is your plan to grow your database?
Database?
Yeah. How do you intend to attract the freelancers onto your portal?
First, as I spoke a lot of freelancers, if I tell them that it's 0 commission, they will jump, where is the system? They will ask, where is the system? 0 commission, everyone will need it. And another, there are a lot of crypto lovers, and a freelancer, if I introduce them and market them, there will a lot of freelancers all over the world. That's one. No problem. Any more questions?
I think we're good.
Okay. I will create a Joker coin later on. It will for fun.
Don't feel obligated to stick to the time. If you finish early, hey, whatever floats your boat, right? Okay, so we have gone through about 8 pitches so far. We are left with 4. The bar just keeps getting higher and higher. Right now, you know, there's a lot of nerves in this room. Everybody wants to find out who's going to walk away with the title and fly to San Francisco. Okay. Well, it's just a matter of time before we get the results in. Let's introduce our next company, our next pitch up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for T-Coin.
No.
This is going forward. Yeah, great. Thank you.
Nobody's, I think next is yours.
Hello, everyone. I'm Sebastian, the CEO and founder of Travelcoin. Basically, Travelcoin, it's a project that uses a decentralized token as a reward for the hospitality industry. So what we are trying to do is to solve a problem right now in the hotel businesses, because hotel owners pay high fees to booking platforms. And if they are jumping and using our own booking platform that is already functional, they pay 0 fees. And what they has to do is to give our token as a reward to their customers. Practically, in this way, they reward their customer, and also the clients will be able to use the token that they receive in all our partners all over the world. The token can be used also in restaurants for to increase their sales and offering for a minimum order. I want to talk a little bit about attracting businesses. All our initial partners will receive free advertising materials to offer to their clients, and also for a limited time under a contract, they will receive our token also to offer to their clients. So in this way, we're gonna create awareness about the project, and what we are trying to do is to make the customer moving from the big booking platforms to our booking platform, and in this way, I think we will create a win-win situation also for the hotel owners, because they has no fees in our platform, but also for the traveler that can use our token in all our partner hotels. And also, because it's a cryptocurrency token, they will be able to exchange the token to other cryptocurrency on the exchange platforms. Also, what we want to do is because a lot of clients doesn't know anything about the blockchain industry, and maybe they heard about Bitcoin from TV. We create a very simple way for them to receive the crypto bonus. They will get from the hotel like a business card with a QR code. They are scan the QR code, download a wallet app, and by using that app, they exchange tokens with hotel and other related businesses that use our platform. So in this way, there will be a lot of people that will use the token without even realizing that it's based on a blockchain. So they will use them for the utility. I want to talk a little bit about our team, because what is important is to be able to attract that hotels in our platform. So our business development manager has his own consulting company in the hospitality industry for more than 10 years. She has more than 30 employees that are ready to jump in our project and help us to go higher. Also, we have some restaurants for our own, and in this way we have access to a lot of people that know the hospitality industry. Thank you.
Have you planned any exchange listing?
Sorry.
Have you planned any exchange listing?
Yes, we want to list the token on exchange. We really want to do it in December. Right now we are discussing with a lot of listing platforms, and we want a launch pad, so in this way to be able to make our project even more known to the world.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
What kind of traction have you got thus far with your tokens?
Right now, we have some investors, but we are focusing also on the hotel business because it's there where we're gonna go. And because we have experience in hospitality, we talk with a lot of hotel owners.
Have some hotels taken tokens now? Are they accepting tokens?
Right now, our booking platform is fully functional, but we are testing because we don't want to have some problems on the way.
How's the testing going?
It's very well. The platform is fully functional. You can access it and book a hotel, but you will receive a message that it's in testing. But the platform is fully functional. Yeah. We have some contract with hotels that want to join once the platform it's on the market from our side, because we cannot do this until we finish this testing. But the testing are taken in real place and in real hotels in our country, because we are based in Romania, and the project is an international one, and at some point we're gonna start to add the hotel partners inside the booking platform. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, so that was T-Coin, our 9th contestant. You know what, I'm just going to keep it on. Our 9th contestant at the Pitch World Cup right here, the World... okay, I'm getting mixed up. Wait a second. Okay, our 9th contestant at the World Blockchain Summit here in Dubai. We're left with 3 more contestants before we wrap it up. Take a minute or two to get all the scores in, and then we will be announcing the winner. All right, let's get our next contestant up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, they go by the name of Spantel. Give them a big round of applause.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah. I'm Christopher Scan, the co-founder and the CTO of Tozex.io, which is a company that helps to tokenize, to propose solutions to tokenize on each industry. So here it's a company that trusted us, for which we are working with, that we are disrupting the sports sponsoring market, evaluated to 42,000 million of dollars. And Spantel, it's made by, we worked with the CEO, Amaury Lovo, who is a famous, successful French Olympic Games. So he knows the problem from athletes to find financing and sponsors to find potential athletes. So we have decided to use tokenization to tokenize the performance of athletes. So it means that the real life performance and skills of an athlete can be recorded on the blockchain. And also when athletes win a competition, he has the ability to generate incomes based on the reputation that he has, the image that is broadcasted on social media. So for that, we have 2 driven indicators. It's scoring it, evaluate it. So how we are doing it, we have a lot of partnerships at the moment with different clubs, like Nice Handball Club that is sponsoring the Spantel project. We are working with professionals and experts on sports. We have the support of different athletes that have already received a gold medal in previous Olympic Games. And we decided also to create a digital value of what an athlete can bring to the fan community, to the sponsors, when he's going to publish some partnerships or goods on his social media. So for that, we use a card, a Spontel card. So for example, you have here a sum up about the skills, a quotation also about the number of competitions that the athletes have won, and we use also the media impact score to create a global scoring. And with this global scoring, we ask to raise few amounts of dollars to participate on the next competitions. And to give you an example, so different countries on Olympic medal rewards have the possibility to finance up to $1 million if one athlete won the competition. If you compare it Singapore to USA, there is a big gap. This is because USA have a lot of infrastructures to help athletes instead of Singapore that are they have a business model only on the rewards. If you win the competition, you will win $1 million, and for that you have to, unfortunately, be your own investors. This is basically the ambassadors of the project. They have all the experience to this industry. So thank you very much for this time. Do not hesitate to ask me questions. All was clear, I guess. Then thank you.
All right, Spantel, thank you very much. Our 10th contestant for this afternoon. It's Thursday, second day of the World Blockchain Summit. It is the beginning of a long-awaited weekend. I mean, it's been a long 2 days here at the World Blockchain Summit, but it's been eventful. It's been very informative. A lot of information, a lot of valuable information was given right here on stage, off stage. A lot of connections, a lot of partnerships, a lot of deals were sealed right here at the World Blockchain Summit. And you know what? We have 2 more surprises that are yet to be announced. Our Twitter competition winner and the finalist of the Startup World Cup. With that being said, please give a warm welcome to our next contestants. They go by the name of MAH Healthcare.
Okay, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Anuj, and I have with me Mayur, who is the founder of this company, MAH Healthcare. And together we are trying to bring a revolution to the industry that grows even in the time of pandemic. And yes, you guessed it right, we are talking about a healthcare sector. So what are the problems that we have currently in the healthcare sectors? So the first and the foremost problem that we are trying to solve is the digitalization of the medical records. So what we see today, either the records are not digitalized, or even if they are digitalized, they are not interoperable. Even if they are interoperable, there is a problem of trust. So by putting, these electronic medical records on a blockchain-based systems, we are not only digitalizing, but we are creating an ecosystem where these records can be shared across within the country or outside the country globally. The second problem that we are trying to solve is trying to create a definitive identity of patients, doctors, insurers, and everyone who is part of this ecosystem. The third problem that we are looking to solve is to settle the claims automatically, which are currently manually done. We are talking about the insurance claims. And the fourth problem that we are trying to address with this solution is to create a trusted set of data for the medical research companies to come up with vaccines and drugs much ahead of time than they do today with the trusted information of EMRs. We are also creating a health information system where we can do the e-consultation and emergency support, not only within the boundaries of the country, but from anywhere in the world. And we are also doing a tokenization by which we are trying to incentivize the patients and everyone who is attached to this ecosystem for managing their health parameters. How we are trying to do this? This is the overall footprint of our solution. So we are putting our healthcare data on a business blockchain, Hyperledger Fabric. We are creating a health information system. So we are creating a passport, a health passport, which will have the entire information of your health record. And then on top of it, we are introducing a token called Extracts tokens, which we launched yesterday in front of all of us. And then we will have the blockchain-based smart contracts for the instant settlement. So all the physical contracts that we have with the insurance companies are going to move to the smart contracts. And then we'll have the authentic and trusted medical data to be shared with the patient consent. So, one of the important aspects of this project is that any data that is shared is in compliance with GDPR and HIPAA, and the patient is free to share whatever data he wants to share on a timely manner with any healthcare professional. So these are some of the benefits that we are projecting. So the patient will have the ownership and history of the medical records. The sharing will be based on the consent. It will have a one-touch access to the insurance and hassle-free claim settlements, emergency-based support, boundaryless and globally accepted system. For the medical fraternity, it will be very easy to access the real-time information about what's happening with each of the patient. They can have an opportunity to do the continuous monitoring. For the insurance companies, it will be a huge reduction in the operational cost because they will get each and everything on the real-time basis. And for the research companies, it will be an authentic and real-time medical data that will go to the research. So this is the platform. We are building it on top of Hyperledger Fabric as a business blockchain, and integrated with a Binance coin, Extracts, that is integrated with this entire ecosystem. As you can see, the hospitals, clinics, insurance companies, pharmaceutical labs, and medical research organizations are connected with it. And this is how our health passport is going to look like. On a single app, you will have each and every service that you need from this application. Thank you so much. This is our coin, which we launched yesterday.
Thank you for the presentation. I've noticed you have a legal entity registered in Estonia, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's correct.
How come you chose Estonia, and what is your plan for your main geography?
Yeah, so I think, Mayur, if you can take this question.
Can you please ask again?
So why did you choose Estonia for your legal entity, and what are your plans for global expansion?
So, very good question. Healthcare is, the complex subject when we talk about blockchain, so we tried, many territories where, we can get good resource pool in terms of, healthcare basically. So if you see Estonia is, 100% digital, and they are very well advanced in terms of, specifically healthcare, blockchain in healthcare. So we decided to open a company there. And this is not only that, we have a plan to launch this product initially in 18 countries phase-wise. First phase we will implement this project in 6 countries, and similarly, different 3 phases will reach to all 18 countries in the span of next 18 months.
So, thank you very much for the presentation. Is this still at a concept stage, or you move forward in the product cycle? That is my first question. And second is, what are your plans to kind of make the business scalable and for your revenue streams? Thank you.
Yeah, so I'd like to answer the second question first. So what we are doing is, we are creating an initial POC where, we are creating a system which is based on, centric on a patient. So we'll invite more and more people to join this consortium. And since this is an open platform, we are trying to create a platform, not the product. So it will have the liberty for doctors, patients, and companies to come collaborate and build it on a higher scale while we popularize our token. So that way, we are looking to scale it up. Thank you.
All right, MAH Healthcare, well done. And well done to all the people who have presented so far and pitched their businesses and their platform in front of the audience and in front of the judges today at the World Blockchain Summit. All right, one last round, one last pitch before we take a few minutes to just collect the data, gather everything together, and come to the final round, which is announcing the winner of the competition who's going to go to San Francisco. So ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to our final pitch for the day. They go by the name of Azuro.
Can you hear me? Yeah. Hi, I'm the CEO of Azuro. So Azuro is a decentralized blockchain protocol for betting. So I myself have around 20 years of experience in betting. First 10 years I was a professional bettor. And as a pro bettor, I got my accounts banned, winnings confiscated all the time. And so I thought, like, the betting is broken, how can I fix it? And I created bookmaker ratings in 2011, which in 10 years from then, so it's now the biggest online media about sports betting in Eastern Europe. So we have around 6 million unique users per month, and we also do dispute resolution. We resolve disputes between players and bookmakers, and through that mechanism we returned more than $12 million to players from bookmakers. So also we are the biggest lead generator in gambling industry in our region. And if you look at our business, you will understand that it is built on mistrust between players and bookmakers because they are adversaries, and we're the independent third party who is creating this trust. But smart contracts do not need trust. Like if I'm betting through smart contracts, I don't need to trust anyone, right? And this technology not only disrupts our own business, but the industry in whole. And that's why we decided to lead this disruption and create Azuro. And our CMO, Ross, will tell more about the product.
Thank you. So if you want to hear about betting being broken by someone in maybe a 5,000 kilometers radius, this is the guy. If it can be solved on-chain, then it will be solved on-chain. But is it being solved on-chain? And the answer is no. We looked at what's happening with decentralized betting or getting closer to decentralized betting, and the closest thing is prediction markets. But they don't work. There's no liquidity, and therefore there's no events, there's no markets. If there's no betting markets, there's nothing to bet on, so essentially it's ineffective, it doesn't work. Why? Does anybody know about a lending protocol called ETH-Lend or ETH-Lend? Anyone? One person, two, three? Does anybody know about a lending protocol called Aave? Quite different. So, do you know that Aave and ETH-Lend are the same thing? What happened is ETH-Lend was a peer-to-peer lending protocol and it didn't work. But then they changed it to a peer-to-pool lending protocol, and bam, we have DeFi that we're so excited about. Another analogy for this is like an exchange with an order book versus an exchange with an AMM. And we both know where the world is going. So this is what we're doing with prediction markets. We're taking it from a peer-to-peer reality to a peer-to-pool reality. That means liquid markets, plentiful events that people can bet on, but not only. We are also introducing NFTs, which are completely novel to the industry. This is something that is, we call it DeFi 2.0. It does not exist in the old world. This is not like taking a traditional industry and doing it in DeFi. This is completely novel. So more than 2 billion people have placed bets in the world. Billions of people continue placing bets in the world. They face the problems that he spoke about. But betting can be trustless, can be transparent, can be more fun, more fair, and share more value with more people. With Azuro. Thank you.
Hey, so is this going to result in an Azuro token which becomes your currency for the platform? Is that the plan?
So the betting is done with stable coins, but we do have a token, yes. For example, you need the token in order to provide liquidity to our protocol because the APYs are very high and we want to keep it that way. So we want to limit the amount of liquidity that can be channeled to our protocol, and that's why people need to buy a ticket like a
So
token.
just to understand the ETHLand Aave analogy, is it that unlike prediction markets where there's counterparties always, somebody betting on this site, that's the peer-to-peer model, how does the pool-to-peer differ from that in the way you have implemented it?
So in prediction markets, people have to create markets. I need to come in and say, okay, there is a game this weekend, which is Liverpool versus Manchester United, for example, and I'm going to take bets on this game, and I'm saying Man U is going to win, so I'll start accepting bets, right? I'm a liquidity provider, but also I have to be a bettor because I take betting risk, okay? Which is a big limitation because these markets are created that way. In our model, markets are created by importing real-world data via oracles. So initially you get odds and multiple markets, and then liquidity is allocated to these markets with an algorithm that takes from a big liquidity pool. So nobody needs to, the liquidity providers don't need to take betting risk. They don't need to think about which event they are creating. So it's not event specific. So it's taken from the big pool and appropriated to the events, by the protocol.
Okay, can I just quickly squeeze in one question about your risk management protocols? How do you go about managing risk, because it is actually quite a risky exercise?
The biggest aspect of that is, first, the odds which are created are imported from the real world, so these are competitive odds, market odds. But then after that, the pools are protected by a progressive slippage. So if people want to place very big bets that would put the particular market at risk, then there is slippage which discourages the betting, so the odds basically become more unappealing to whoever is placing the bet, which protects the pool. Thank you.
All right, well done guys, and well done to all the people, all the teams and all the companies who have pitched this afternoon for the Startups World Cup. Let me just quickly go through them. Amaze World, Blockchain X, Padcoin, Autonomy, MedGrids, AKT.io, Munch Project. We've had Octra Tech, Tcoin, Spantail, the MAH Healthcare, and last but not least, the guys that we've just had on stage, Azuro. If you allow me to bring on stage for a photo opportunity, do you mind? Yeah? We're going to be announcing the Twitter contest winner. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to the CEO of Travelcoin, Mithun Shetty. Okay, so I don't know if you guys remember, but yesterday, well, I've been talking about it for the past 2 days, but we carried on a Twitter competition asking you guys to share your experience at the World Blockchain Summit, and whoever gets the most amount of likes and retweets will possibly, and when I say possibly, I'll tell you exactly why, get the chance to win $1,000 worth of Bitcoins. And the reason why I say possibly is because most of the people who managed to get the most amount of retweets and likes, we actually had to check their insights and engagement rate to make sure, it's legit. There's no shady business going on. And we finally have a winner. Ladies and gentlemen, please give it up to the winner of the Travelcoin Twitter contest. It is the one and only Spantail. Yeah, let's get you guys up on stage. Can you guys come over here, please? Just to the middle of the stage. No? Can you guys come, to the middle of the stage? It's a better photo op. Yeah, there you go. And since this is, by the way, a virtual competition, we're going to be, of course, transferring the money virtually. We're not going to have a check like they usually do. So we'll take care of that. The team will take care of your wallet address and stuff. Good, thank you very much. Spantel, I appreciate it. Please speak to one of the team members so they can fetch your details. Spantel, the winner of this year's TrustCon Twitter contest winner. Okay, so we're just gonna take a few minutes, as I said, to do the calculations and figure out who's gonna walk away. You're nervous? Yeah? You're cool, you're chilled? Exactly, why should you be nervous? I mean, the fact that you got up on stage, the bravery of, introducing your pitch and your platform to the audience and to the judges is an achievement on its own. So, well done to everybody who came up on stage. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is gonna go to San Francisco for the final round, and they could possibly, you never know, they could possibly win that investment opportunity of $1 million. We are almost there. We're almost there. We're almost going to wrap up the 19th global edition of the World Blockchain Summit 2021 in Dubai. So we're just going to play some music, take a little break, and then we'll be back here to announce the winner, ladies and gentlemen.
Huddle in. Okay. Can we just have you there for a second? Sure. Let's do it. Giovanni. Hi.
All right, here we go. The time has come, ladies and gentlemen. First, can we give a big round of applause to all our amazing judges for the Startup World Cup in Dubai as part of the World Blockchain Summit. So we have a winner. I don't know who the winner is, but one of the judges knows, and I believe it's a partner of Pegasus Ventures, Mr. Shamim Ahsan. Maybe you would like to, I don't know, one of the judges or all of you guys want to share a few words about the caliber of, startups that we've had on stage today.
So, whenever there is a competition of this sort, it is incumbent on a judge to go and say it was very difficult. So assume that has been said by everybody. While crypto or blockchain is about decentralization, right? But it is my belief, and I think I would be shared by the other judges also, that if in this decentralized paradigm, there is a central force, there is that sun along which all the planets revolve, it is the entrepreneur. So in that spirit, congratulations everybody who presented. Please give all the startups a very big hand. I invite the gentleman from Pegasus to announce the winner. Are we doing that yet?
Mr. Shamim, go ahead, please. Stage is yours.
Before we announce, from Pegasus, we are very happy to see and meet all companies. All 12 of them had great ideas, but to compete at the global stage, there will be companies from Silicon Valley, Israel, Europe, all over the world. And the judges would like to see some tractions. So the traction and some revenue is very important to compete in the global world, and that's something was in the mind of all the judges while choosing the champion. And
I think we're ready.
Can you guess? Any
Are we
guess?
ready to announce the winner? Countdown? Should we do a countdown? Yeah? Okay, everybody in the audience. From 10, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Championship goes to Autonomy.
Autonomy, ladies and gentlemen.
So congratulations, guys. And you guys will be representing in Silicon Valley, wishing you all the best, all the way to San Francisco. We'll be waiting to welcome you there.
Mithun.
Congratulations. Congratulations. So we can see the boarding pass. This is your boarding pass to go to San Francisco. And we are eagerly waiting to welcome you there to compete with the global champions from different regions.
So after this we wrap, you just...
We'd love to stay in touch with all 12 finalists. And Pegasus and Startup Welcome is a big platform. Through that, we'd like to be connected and help each other grow this UAE ecosystem. Thank you so much. Special thanks to all the judges. You have done a very difficult job. Great questions. And we really appreciate all your support. And let's give a big hand for our MC. You have done a great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Big hand for him.
Thank you. Thank you.
Kept us awake all day.
I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Let's give a big hand for Trustcon.
Yeah, Trustcon.
All of you, they have done a great job. Thank you so much.
All right, once again, Autonomy, thank you to the judges. I really appreciate it. Please. Thank you, Mr. Mithun. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll have the mic. All right, once again, Autonomy, well done. Congratulations. You are now off to San Francisco for the final round. How exciting. I've never been to San Francisco, but I heard a lot of good things. All right, so I think we're done. Thanks to everybody for coming down to the World Blockchain Summit in Dubai 2021 at JW Marriott Marquee. But few final words from the man who's running the show, right? You've probably seen him running around, speaking to people, pulling his hair out, and doing all sort of crazy stuff. So please, from the Travelcoin team, ladies and gentlemen, give it up to Rohit.
On? Is it on? Oh, perfect. So that brings us to the end of the 19th edition of the World Blockchain Summit. It's been a really inspiring 2 days, and some great sessions by the speakers, some amazing networking. I hope you're really able to leverage this platform to make meaningful connections. I'm going to keep this real short. We just have a few people that we need to thank, without whom we could not have made this possible. So, firstly, the private office of His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Faisal Al Qasmi, our powered by sponsors Werewolf, our headline sponsor Uberstate, Dr. Marwan from the Dubai Blockchain Center, without whom this could not have been possible, all of our speakers, our sponsors, the judges, investment partners, media partners, community members, the Startup World Cup partner Pegasus Tech Ventures, the Travelcoin team. So, Saif said that I was the man behind the show. I'm not. I'm really not. There is a team that worked really, really hard to put this together. I think some of us might, if we don't go home in the next 20 minutes, you might take us out in stretchers. So, good job, Travelcoin team. Can we have a round of applause for everybody from the Travelcoin team? So awesome. And I don't want to forget the actual man who ran the show. It's an old joke, but I'm going to say it. We were in Safe hands. So can we have a round of applause for Safe, the man who brought the energy for 2 days straight up. And of course, I just want to quickly mention some of the events that we're doing next year, and we really like to see you. It was a pleasure hosting all of you. We love the energy and enthusiasm. So we're doing summits in Singapore, that's in Feb. We're doing one in Abu Dhabi on the 23rd and 24th March 2022. We're doing one in Canada and Spain in April, Croatia in June, Australia in September. And you can visit our website, theworldblockchainsummit.com. Feel free to reach out if you have any queries. And that's about it. Of course, our management who really helped put the strategy together and helped us make this a really big, successful event. We'd like a round of applause for them as well. And just before I call our CEO on stage, I want to say, please enjoy yourselves and the rest of your day. Please stay safe. A round of applause for our CEO, Mithun Shetty.
I think Rohit said it all. So thank you all again for making this a huge success, and we look forward to host you at our future events. Thank you again.